Yes, sir. What it really do? DC gang, welcome back to the channel. Why did I just walk into the frame like that? Because I got it like that, alright? It's just that simple. Are you ready? Do you have your popcorn? Do you have your snacks? Because what you're about to see is some of the greatest duels you've ever seen in your life. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you've seen or haven't seen. But I got some really good replays. These are the best replays that I've got from this season. The season is going to end tomorrow or the day after. And news flash. Well, it's not a news flash, but whatever. I'm probably going to do a stream tomorrow. And we're going to stream until I hit rated duels before the season ends. That's if the season doesn't end while I'm streaming, but we're gonna try that either way. Again, I have about 5 or 7 replays for you guys. Now, one of the replays is with this deck list. I'm on a 5-game win streak into Master 3. That's why I kind of want to push and see if we could get to rated duels tomorrow while I stream. So yeah, I'm not breaking down the deck list because these are like replays from 4 different deck lists. But if you want to take a quick look at the deck list, this is the one that I'm playing right now. You're gonna see about maybe 3 replays from this one, but again, you're gonna see replays from about 4 different deck lists. Some of them you already have seen them if you see my previous videos or if you've been watching the streams. But these replays that I'm about to show you are absolutely nuts. I saved some of them and I want to share them with you guys because I think you'll find them entertaining. But yeah, this is a 40 card deck list that I'm playing. I'm not gonna break it down. It's just Mitsurugi Fiends shenanigans with hand traps and board breakers. Now, something that I'm gonna say real quick before I get into the replays is that I'm very keen or very intrigued by board breakers lately because I feel like board breakers are kind of better than hand traps. But if you can find a sweet spot like this deck right here where you could play both, you are going to have a great time against any deck in this game. Legitimately any deck. Now, there is one thing that I would change, and it's probably adding Red Reboot into this deck. But I've been beating Draco Tail without it, but I've also been taking L's against Draco Tail without it. So if that's something you want to do, I suggest doing that. But besides that, don't do anything. Maybe get rid of the King of the Pharaoh Imps and add Dugaris. That'll be a better choice for the extra deck here. But other than that, this deck is absolutely nuts. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the yapping. Let me know in the comment sections if you want to, if you enjoy this replays or not, because they're absolutely nuts. I'm out of here. Let's get into those. Yes, sir. Here we are for replay numero 1 of the day. And I'm just going to ask one more time. Are you ready? Because these replays are certified out here in these Yu-Gi-Oh streets. We're going to start it off. We're going second. We're going up against your favorite deck, the Tales of the Draco. They're going to activate the Ket2, get themselves the Femina to the hand. You know where this is going. Activate the Femina, use cards in the hand, Fusion Summon. Of course, he already has the Hercules and the Lucius in the hand. Bring the Artalion out here, activate Artalion, recycle the Lucius, recycle the Femina, activate the Lucius effect, activate the Urgula, which means they're gonna set a spell or a trap in the back. What's it gonna be? Boop. There goes the Rahu. I don't have any hand traps. All of this is going through. They're gonna set themselves the horn in the back as well. Again, Artalion is gonna recycle the Lucius and the Femina here. And back to the hand. They're gonna normal summon the Lucius, activate the Lucius, search for my Lulu. Bring it out here. Use the Lucius, link off into the Spirit with Ice of Blue. Which this is full Draco Tail board. Even better than the regular one because they're going to end up on Hierarchy Seal by using both of these monsters here. Going to the Spheres. That's a bar. Activate the Rahu. Send 2 monsters to the graveyard. You're going to be Femina and Froxel as materials to fusion summon into Galumel. That's going to trigger about 3 different cards here. Activate the Artalion. Activate Froxel. Activate the Fate to the Mina. Do it right now. Yep. Femina going to set a spell or trap here. What's it going to be? Boop. There goes the Sting. Froxel is going to set another spell or trap. It's going to be the Ket2. That means they probably have the flames in the hand. Special summon the Artalion, of course. Can't forget that. Activate the Urgula. Urgula going to recycle the Femina for the 50th time. They're going to set a back or end their turn. So eventually, I mean, not even eventually, this is full Draco Tail board. We have the Artalion, which never really matters once you use this effect, but it's just a big body stick. We have the Papa card on the field, bounce a card back, special summon Malulu, Malulu fusion summon into whatever. They have the Femina and whatever other cards they have in the hand. Full board. Draco Tail. right? Here we're gonna join to the mirror. We're gonna start it off with the Fiendsmith Engraver. I decided to start it off with this so I could get the track. That my track is shiny, so I know it would attract my opponent's attention. I'm hoping that they will flame this. It goes straight to the plan. They decide to flame the track. I'm extremely happy about this. This is exactly what I wanted. Now the bad thing or the crazy thing about playing against Draco Tail, what feels really crazy is the fact that they're drawing cards as they're stopping you. This having to join a card after activating a trap is absolutely insane, because not only does your opponent goes -1, you go -1 and they go +2. That's absolutely insanity. It is what it is. Track gets negated here. We're going to activate the Harpy's Feather Duster because we don't have to worry about anything. They're going to have to activate this thing, which this is a really good thing here. Losing track and Fiendsmith Engraver from the graveyard is actually really tough right now. That's bad. So here they're going to activate the Draco Tail Horn. So I'm like, okay, bro's planning on drawing 2. He activates the horn. He targets the Arthalion. Now this is where my opponent goofed a little bit. This is the only mistake that I can remember they made. This is bad. Because this Arthalion came from the graveyard. It's not going to get returned to the extra deck. It's actually going to get banished. My opponent forgot about that. What does that mean? Because if this doesn't get returned, you don't get to draw a card. So, yeah. Arthalion gets banished. You don't get to do anything with that. Sting gonna banish too. They get to draw a card by recycling the flames. And Harpy's Feather Dust is taking care of the rest. Get it all out of here. We're gonna normal summon the Saji here, activate it, get ourselves the Mitsurugi Ritual. What he should have done was send the Galumel back into the deck, but I guess he wanted to keep the pop. So not only after playing through all of that, do we have to now deal with the Drolan Logbra as well. Sometimes in the kingdom, we can't draw cards anymore, so I'm gonna activate the talents. Look at them dirty hands. Give me that. Yup, I knew they were dirty because they're playing Draco Tail, Hospitality. Nobody need none of that. Nobody need Hospitality from you. You're getting this L. Either way, but this is still full Draco Tail, as they still have Malulu and Femina in their hand. Now here my opponent could activate Femina. Actually, they could activate Femina, but if they activate Femina, they're going to have to use probably Galumel from the field and the Malulu in the hand. They don't necessarily want to do that because there's not a lot that they're going to gain from this. So we take the Femina, get it out of here. I'm like, okay, that makes it easier. We don't have to deal with that. Activate the Mitsurugi Ritual. Send 2 cards to the yard. You know how that goes. We're going to special summon the Marakumo onto the field. Activate Marakumo's effect. Let's wipe out the board. We're going to activate the Kasanagi to recycle our ritual spell. And then we're going to chain block with the Serpent. Of course, they're going to activate her active seal. Bounce off the field to bounce us or something off the field. I'm going to activate Marakumo, respond on the Chain Link 5. So they could lose a card from their hand. Get it out. Get it out. So here they're going to send Draco Tail Tie-Dyeing. They're going to send us back. Send Marakumo back to the hand as I special summon my Serpent. Kasanagi is going to activate again. Search as our, recycle our Mitsurugi Ritual to the hand, right? We get to pop the Galumel. They're going to activate the seal, special summon Malulu. Malulu is going to activate using the other copy of Malulu to go back into the second copy of Galumel. Excuse to the me that just happened. Activate the other Galumel to special summon. Chain block that with Malulu. Activate the other Galumel that's on the field. Pop a Serpent. I'm saying no to the pop for the fun of it. Get us out of here. Don't pop my Serpent. They're going to set the Keto in the back. Again, this thing is protected from destruction now, but it got negated even though it doesn't have a real effect. We're going to activate the Mitsurugi Ritual. Send Murakumi to the graveyard. Marakumo. And bring Habakiri onto the field for that diminished attack, right? Slap over one of the Galumels. I should have slapped over this one. I just didn't realize which one was which because I have the memory of a dying goldfish. You know this by now. But I should have popped this one because this one would have got banished. But it doesn't matter because we have backup plans for everything that we do. So from here on out, there's nothing for us to do. I can't attack over this. I could probably activate this, but for what? I'm going to special summon Marakumo back for no reason. It's not going to do anything. So yeah, we go main phase 2. Use both of these. Go back into that engine. You know which one. Moon of the Closed Heaven. Bring the moon out here. It's getting dark. Bring Requiem. You know where this is going. Activate the Cume. Get the Cume out of here. Special summon La Crema, the little lotion. Activate the lotion. You need that for your tamales. Shout out to the guy that said that in chat. Either way, special summon Engraver onto the field by sending the moon back. We got the light out here. Get the Requiem. Set the Requiem. Activate our Engraver. Get this thing out of here. Banish it. No vemos. Use both of these monsters here. Going to the sequence. Let me sequence into the sequence. That's a bar. Either way, activate that thing's effect. Recycle both of these. Fusion summon into the bigger La Crema, more La Crema for your tamales. Activate that thing's effect. Get the banished engraver that you banished 30 years ago back onto the field because that's where it belongs. Use both of these and give me a high wave King de la Caesar. That's the salad, man. If you don't get that, that's a bar. Either way, the reason why I went into Caesar specifically more than anything is because we couldn't get Ketu. We couldn't get Ketu if they get a Femina. We couldn't get Femina, but you need basically 3 cards in the hand. If you see a Femina being activated, that means 2 of the other cards in the hand are monsters. That is not what's happening. We literally took all of Bro's resources as he drew 2 cards, and we were on the Duel and Lockbird. We did craziness. So here they're gonna draw 1. Activate the Ketu. You know what we're doing here. Activate the Caesar. Get that thing out of here. Get it out. Negate and pop. No vemos. Get it out of here. Don't want to see none of that. They're gonna set a card in the back row, and we're chilling. We're chilling. We're a little far from lethal damage, but we're going to get that because we're going to get the Ash Blossom. Activate Engraver, send Engraver back into the deck so we can pressure summon Engraver. Facts. We're going to use the Engraver link goes back into the Cume. Activate the Cume, get the Cume out of here, especially summon the other Engraver that we just sent back into the deck. Activate the Requiem, attach it to the Engraver. So that is about 6,400 damage. Slap him for 12. Slap him for 24. There goes the Flame. I have an Ash for that. I have an Ash for your flames. Extinguish that thing. Get it out of here. No vemos. Slap him for the 24. Bro, he's still here, thinking he has a chance. Slap him for 28. Oh my gosh, we're 1,200 damage away. No, we're not. Link off into the SP, the littlest knight of all. Bring it out here. That's going to trigger our La Crema. La Crema going to activate, send Engraver back. Activate SP Little Knight. Bro doesn't even let me get the Big Bang out here. Because you know it was going to happen. Exactly 1,200 life points to the face for lethal damage. You can't tell me this dude wasn't absolutely nuts. We dismantled Draco Tail. Full board plus seal. Dismantled them completely on the Duel and Lockbird and won the game. Let's continue. Because I know you're crying out of happiness right now. I know you are. It's all right. Let's go. Oh, yes, claro que sí. Here we are for replay numero 2, number 2 of the day, and we're going second, which, honestly speaking, I guess this is a good showcase to you, or a good showcase for you, to see how you should be trying to figure out a way of getting hand traps and board breakers. Not against me. If you're dueling against me, do whatever you want. Don't be doing stuff. But for ladder, I'm telling you, board breakers and hand traps, trying to find the sweet spot where you could play both of them, you're gonna have a great time. Here we're basically playing with hand traps. They're gonna activate the Ketsu. They're gonna get Femina. This is another versus Dracotail going second. They're gonna get the Malulu. This is one of the reasons why I don't mind Dracotail as much, because I low-key know how to build to play against it if I have to, even without red reboot. So here they're gonna go Arthalion, recycle the Femina, right? Activate Femina, activate Malulu here. Of course, they're gonna set a spell or a trap in the back. Now, clearly we have 2 of the best hand traps that we could have against this deck, so that's a thing as well for this duel. So they're gonna set the flames in the back. Recycle the Femina back to the hand as we said. Activate the Rahu. I have an Ash for that, so I'm gonna Ash that. Stop that right there. Don't do that anymore. Slide them feet on that thing. They're gonna end their turns to their back row. So here we're gonna draw into the preparation so I can prepare my opponent to get his L, as we're gonna get ourselves the Mitama, right? We're gonna activate the pre-preparations. They're gonna hit that thing with the flames, flame it up. We're gonna hit that thing with the bell, stop that. Don't wanna deal with none of that. Negate the flames, no drawing for you, sometimes in the kingdom for the opponent. As we're gonna search for the mirror to the hand. We're also gonna search for the Habakiri. Activate Habakiri's effect. We're going to special summon the Sanji. Get the Sanji out of here. Activate the Sanji's effect. Get myself the Mitsurugi ritual. Activate the mirror. Send the Habakiri to the graveyard. And you think this duel is done. This duel is not done. This was actually crazy. As I go Mitama, activate Habakiri, get myself Marakumo to the hand, activate the Mitsurugi ritual, send 2 cards to the yard, Kasanagi and the Serpent, so that way I can get Marakumo onto the field. I think I don't pop here. No, yeah, don't pop, because then the thing comes back. I gotta do my combo. Activate the Serpent, activate Kasanagi. Serpent, special summon it onto the field. Kusanagi, recycle that ritual spell back to the hand. I need that. Activate the Mitsurugi ritual. We're gonna send Mitama to the graveyard as material so I can get Habakiri most likely. Yup, bring it out here from the deck. Diminish the attack of that thing. Activate Mitama. Activate the mirror to chain block. Mirror goes back into the deck. Mitama searches me whatever I want, which is gonna be our fake kaiju here, Damiko, right? And then it's gonna come back onto the field. Bring it out here. Now, is this lethal damage? 98 racks? I don't think so. But we could clearly do a lot of damage here. You would think that I'm going to attack, right? Surprise. No. Finish the combo. Link off. Just link off. Give me that moon out here. Why am I doing all of this? I'll explain it to you in a second. As I'm going to use both of these monsters and go into the Phantomist of Lords. Excuse me? Why? Why is bro doing that? Because, again, we don't know what the heck that trap is. I have no idea what the heck that is. But not only that, his field has been glowing. Ever since I've been doing this place, his fields have been glowing. So I'm thinking he has a nib. I need to protect myself from the Nibiru. Of course, I could do that with the female engine. But before I do that, I knew he wasn't thinking about me making no Phantom Lord. Because my opponent is thinking that I'm going for lethal damage. I don't care about that. Go Moon, go into Requiem. Sometimes you gotta look past the red, chat. You gotta think about breaking the board and making your board. As I activate La Crema, send Engraver, activate the Engraver, send the Moon back. And there goes Diddy Crow. That was one of the reasons things were glowing. Diddy Crow. So we're gonna lose Engraver sometimes in the kingdom. That means we don't get to make Caesar. But I can make Requiem attach it to the La Crema. There goes the nib that I was worried about. Read your opponent like a book. So we're gonna negate the nib. Stop that right there. We're probably gonna go battle phase here. That's why he nibbed. Use both of these, get him out of here, go Princess. He's gonna activate this thing. Now we know what that was. I'm gonna activate Marakumo. And bro is smart. He did this here and now he's just gonna send the nib that got negated, which is hilarious. We're gonna lose our ritual spell and Mitama. He's gonna recycle the flames and draw a card here. And of course, why would you not draw into Femina? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not draw into Femina? He draws into Femina, activate Femina. Use both of these monsters, the Artalia and the Fualos, as material to fusion summon into the next copy of Artalia. I'm going to activate the Princess because he used Femina. I get to draw a card or attach Femina to myself. Now, I could have tried and be smart and attach Femina to myself. I don't know if that's exactly how that works because I never used that effect of Princess. But I'm like, he probably wants to recycle the Femina, so there's no point. So they decided to go for the draw one. Bro decides to activate this, and he targets Marakumo. And I quick effect, ritual Mitsurugi prayers, get Marakumo out of here to dodge the bounce back and bro scoops. You know how many mental games were played there? I literally had to play around, and maybe I knew what the trap was. I don't know if I saw him set Sting. I don't remember seeing him set Sting. But there were two other interruptions in his hands that I decided to strategically play around. That was absolutely nuts. Let's continue. That wasn't even the best replay of the day. The best replay of the day, I'm probably going to save towards like maybe 2 duels from now. But here we're going first. What are you looking at? What are you looking at if you haven't seen it? I'll tell you what you're looking at. Can I check it? No, I can't check the deck. This is Mitsurugi. Not Mitsurugi. This is Branded Yummy. Yes. I don't think I made a video on it yet. Well, no, I made it for the event. This is Branded Yummy on ladder. I decided to play Branded Yummy on ladder, yes. So here we're going to activate the Bista Lovelia and get ourselves the Bista Magna Hut. We're going to go end phase with Bricked Up. We got a Dart Ruler no more, Harpy Feather Dust Set, Triple Tactic Talent, a Magna Hut, and a freaking spell that never leaves my freaking hand. So yeah, we're Bricked Up. Sometimes in the kingdom, they're going to get to draw a card here. Bro's going to special summon, normal summon a Makenko. I don't remember the names. It's Hari. They're going to activate the waters on it, throw a little water on the Rahi. Rahi going to activate, I'm not going to say that. Makenko Fire, dance to the hand, activate the water, special summon the Sanaki. Sanaki going to activate special summon the Huli. I'm stupid. Either way, add the water back to the hand. You added the water back to the hand and activated the water again. How much water you got? I need this water economy you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Either way, attach it to the Huli. Activate the Huli. Bro was cooking. Holy shit. Okay. Add yourself the rivalry to the hand. You're gonna activate the Fire Dance. Special summon another level 3. Use both of these. Go into the Usime, the Manifested Makenko. Manifesting these W's that they're not gonna get. As it's gonna get a double-edged sword. Activate the double edge, attach it to the Usumi, and actually, if you guys don't know, that is lethal damage. That thing right there, that thing gets to attack twice. It has 2,000 attack right now. That's actually not 2,000 attack. That is 4,000 attack every time they hit me, because this freaking spell doubles that thing's attack. So this is lethal damage. So the only thing helping me here is Magna Hub. We're gonna have to banish our own Lubellion, and I put it in attack position because bro clearly has less damage than we do. I should have put it in defense. That would have been the smarter thing. But here we're gonna search for a dragon. We're gonna take 500 damage and then we're gonna take 25. Of course, I should have put it in defense, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna search for Lubellion one more time. Bring it out here. Here we're gonna draw into the Shredded Dragon. Activate the Harpy's Feather Duster. Of course, they have the rivalry. I'm like, we're good. We could win this here easy peasy to the lemon squeezy. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not that easy. That's a triple bar. I even know about that one. Either way, rivalry attaches to this. Guess what they're gonna do? Boom, boom. Freaking your artwork is. I've never seen your artwork. You flexing your drip on me? You iced out like this, shorty? God, nah, I've never paid attention to this artwork. This is tough. Either way, Angelica of the Ring. What does that mean? My spell gets negated. Any spell that's on the field being activated right now, stop it. Harpy Feather Duster is done. Does nothing. As they're gonna activate the Holy in response to that. Get themselves a Spirit Walk. Get the thing on my face. Activate the Triple Tactic Thrust to get myself the Triple Tactic Talent. We're gonna activate the Lubellion here. Send the Lubellion to the graveyard. Get myself the Serenir. Activate the Shredded Dragon. You would think I'm just playing Brandon. Well, I am. Join to the Froxel. Amazing. No, that's freaking horrible. Why is there a Froxel in here? Because I added a little package so I could get flames to negate a spell or a trap. Because you use Froxel and Brandon. Fallen Avavas as fusion materials. You activate Frost, you get the flames. So either way, special summon Lubellion, activate Lubellion. We're gonna set the Branded Regain in the back, activate the talents. I'm gonna take over the Huli. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's just funny. Either way, Huli is mine now, as my shorty, as our shorty. And now I have to deal with this thing because both of them are untargetable. That's the problem with this deck. If your deck targets, you're not beating this board. So I decided to take over that thing. Right, we're gonna activate Mr. Serenir, banish the Magna Hut, so that way I can activate the Regain, recycle the Magna Hut, draw one, we join to Fallen Avavas. Special summon Fallen Avavas. Guess what? Fallen Avavas does not target. I can use that Xyz monster to make Mirror Jade, right? So we're gonna send the Dark Ruler no more, which mind you, Dark Ruler no more would have negated that board. But I felt like I could have just defeated this board without the Dark Ruler no more. Because then I wouldn't be able to go for lethal damage. With this deck, they could have Kaijus, Lava Golems. I decided that I had to end the duel here and now, or we're going to get clapped. Either way, infinite impermanence on the Fallen of Avas. All of our dreams have been shattered to pieces, just like my duel, my field right here. Either way, we get negated sometimes in the kingdom. We're going to use both of these monsters and link into who? Yeah. Predaplan Verte and a Deconda and bro scoop. If you're wondering why they scooped, you see there's no time limit or anything. Verte, they don't have any more disruption. Verte, we fusion summon into Mirror Jade, and Mirror Jade doesn't target. We could get rid of their Xyz monster by banishing it, and with the monsters we have on the field, 25, Mirror Jade plus 500, 8,000 damage to the face. Let's continue. I told you, I don't wear this tie for no reason. I wear this tie because I stand on business. You know what I'm saying? These replays are fire. I told you. Either way, Bonfire. Get themselves the Snake Eye Ash to the hand, activate that, well, summon the Ash, activate the Ash, get a Poplar. This is coming back, wait on it, Poplar special summon, get themselves the Divine Temple, they need a home. Got that, build it up. Set the flame break in the back, link off into the Link Kuribo, activate the Snake Eyes, Ash, send the Ash and the flame break to the graveyard, activate the flame break to special summon in Birch, to special summon back the Snake Eye, Ash, and the Popular. Use both of these monsters here, Link 1, level 1. Guess what? Exceeds Synchro into the Cupsy is really yummy out here, as they're gonna get the other Cupsy yummy, get themselves the Marshmallow. Probably send the Marshmallow. Nope. Send the Fualos to the graveyard, special summon the Cupsy, activate the Cup, get themselves the surprise. It's your birthday. What? I don't know why I said that. It doesn't matter. Use both of these level 1s. Link up into an IP Mascarenita. Bring it out here. Activate the Poplar. Set the Flame Break in the back once again. Use the IP, excuse me, and the Ash. Okay, what? What? Alright, going to Promethean D de la Princess. Activate Promethean Princess. Bring back the Birch. Oh, snap. That's a level 1. Excuse me. Wait. Use both of these. Going to Sprite Elf. I don't remember, bro, doing all of this, but he did it. Activate the Elf. Bring back the Cupsy. Activate Surprise. Special Summon Marshmallow. My fault. Chef. Get yourself the Yummy Surprise back to the hand. Link up the Marshmallow. Get what? This is the first Nachi I've seen all day. Well, no, don't even use this Nachi. Use both of these. Synchro Summon once again into the Lollipop. Lollipop on Special Summon 2. Bring the level 1. Use all of these. A level 2 tuner, 2 level 1s, level 4 math. Herald. Set it right there, set your backward, end the turn. Honestly, that was kind of tough. So Promethean Princess, Pop Elf. Javel. I was wondering where the heck Promethean IP was gonna come in. Elf. Elf, bring back the IP Mascarenita. Hold on, you are layered up, boy. Yeah. So Promethean Princess Pop, this thing basically 3 disruptions. Depends on what they go into, but it's always SP Little Night. Dodge with Link Kuribo. What else? They still have all of the yummy cards. This thing plus, oh my god, this board is nuts. I gotta try this. Either way, we joined to the yummy. I told you it was branded. It wasn't just branded. And look, again, in my freaking hand. Either way, we started off. We're gonna activate the Shredded Dragon, send the Retribution so we could join to Droplet, because I need that. Activate the Droplet here. We're gonna send the Branded Regain. Now, mind you, I think that's the only card I sent. I remember this from stream. The reason why I did that was because Herald does not allow me to send monsters. So I send the Branded Regain, because by sending Branded Regain, we can negate Herald, or they have to activate the Herald in response to the Droplet, right? So we're gonna target the Herald here. It's either they negate or it gets negated. It got negated. I'm gonna activate Retribution. Add back the Branded Regain. That's crazy. I just learned that during that duel. Activate Branded Regain. Activate the Beast of Rebellion. Send it to the yard. They're gonna activate the Cup. Bring the tea then. Bring the tea. That's a bar. That's also I'm a rapper, child. I'm sorry. Either way, special summon the Snatchy, special summon the Cupsy. We're gonna search for the Bishop Magna. Of course, they're gonna go for the draw 1, trying to join to a hand trap, and they decided to activate Magna Hut. Now the funny thing is that I was making plays that I didn't realize were as good as they were without realizing it. Because the reason why I went for IP Mascarenita, I could have went for Lollipop, right? I could have went for Lollipop. What else? Link Kuribo, nobody cares. I could have went for Lollipop. I could have went for Marshmallow. But I decided to go for IP Mascarenita. Now the reason why I decided to go for IP is because if I go for Lollipop, they could surprise Lollipop back onto the field. Magna Hut does not get to come out here. Now the second thing as to why I should have done this on purpose, I don't think I did, is because I don't have a monster on the field. So if I get IP Mascarenita out of here before I get a monster on the field, he cannot elf IP back onto the field. I was making plays that were fire without knowing they were fire at the time. I just don't remember. One of the two, who cares? This thing is tough. Either way, use both of these. Synchro Summon one more time for the one time into a Cupsy. That's the way. That's the bar. Oh my god. Summon the Magna Hut. Draw a card, Branded Regain, recycle the IP Mascarenita back into the deck so I could draw 1. Chain Magna Hut to the chain, the Cupsy, Divine Temple. They have a home. They have a home. The home gonna bring back the big snake onto the field. Boom, Flamebird, bring it out here. I don't know what that does, but they're gonna get a cookie to the hand. They're gonna get a lollipop. Probably send the cookie. Yep, send the cookie to the yard. That's loading the gun. Here, we're gonna join to a flames. Of course, we're gonna join to a freaking flames when I need a board breaker or a hand trap or just an extender. That's just the life I live. Get yourself the Beast of Lubellion onto the field by sending Magna to the graveyard. Activate the triple protected thrust. Of course, they have an Ash. You also have to deal with them hand trap. They have feet. So sometimes in the kingdom, bro has extra feet. That means my thrust gets negated. There's nothing I could do. Normal summon the lollipop. Activate the pop. Give myself a surprise. We go battle phase. Slap the level 2 synchro. Now the reason why I did that was because I was like, yes, if I slap the level 2, there's no way they can, make Cupsy plays, flip me face down, all the extra shenanigans. Now the main problem about that is I forgot that they never activated Sprite Elf. I literally, for some reason, thought this was activated or forgot that it was even activatable. But I basically went battle phase for no reason, just by doing that. Either way, go main phase 2, link off, get myself the Yummy Snatchy, right? We're gonna activate the Snatch, they're gonna activate the Elf, bring back the level 2 synchro, sometimes in the kingdom. Which one is it? Lollipop? Lollipop? Yep, bring Lollipop back out here. I said the field spot that I already had in the hand. Branded regain, you summon, I get to special summon back my Magna Hut. They're gonna activate the Lollipop here, bounce it off the field. I cannot activate the Snatch, I don't have the level 1 yet. This deck plays exactly like freaking Sprite sometimes. Either way, I told you they were loading up the gun. Now they get to pop a card on the field with a monster with a cookie. Special summon back the Snatchy. We get the Magna Hut onto the field. That's not a level 1 though. Cookie gonna pop the Lubellion. And here I was like, bro, it's not smart. Why would you pop Lubellion? Why not pop the Snatchy? But then he chain links Promethean de la Princess, his royalty, not mine, not right now at least. And he decides to pop the Snatchy with that thing. Then he's gonna activate his own Snatchy, Chainlink 3. You see this board? You see this magical big U we got? This is a duel. Either way, use both of these, synchro summoning to what? The cookie. Bro got that diabetes on him. Either way, pop both of these, get him out, Promethean Princess. Now the funny thing about Promethean Princess, now I remember we were making fun of bro in chat because it's like, why would you Promethean Princess? That means you could not activate Cupsy and bounce off the field. But if you really think about it, he doesn't have any bounce off plays. Yeah, he could bounce off and special summon from the graveyard, but any other, he already used Lollipop, he already used Yummy, and he already used Cookie. So this is actually the best time to activate Promethean Princess. So this was actually smart. We lose the Lubellion here, activate the Cookie, flip us like a pancake. He decided to play flip Mr. Magna Hut and the Herald. By flipping the Herald, flip it back up is unnegated. That's actually really smart. So here, activate the surprise. I'm like, we got him, boys. We got him. Bring back the Link 1. Special summon with the field spell because we haven't done it yet. We got him, right? We got him. So yeah. Again, bring back the Snatchy. That's a Link 1. I can use the field spell summon and we could make our plays. Magna Hut got flipped. We're going to activate the field spell, special summon back the Cupsy. You see how crazy this is? How many disruptions did we play through? How much did we play through with just the piece of the branded engine? Either way, here we go. Use both of these. We're going to synchro summon into a copy of who? Cupsy. We gotta search for the 1 and the 2, activate the Cupsy, search for the Marshmallow, search for the Cookie. So at this point in time, I don't think they have anything because again, he can't surprise. He cannot activate surprise and summon from the graveyard because of Promethean Princess. I just have to worry about whatever the other hand back row is and whatever hand trap they have. So here we're gonna search for most of these. Of course, the flame is useless. Get the flame out of here. Extinguish that thing. We're gonna special summon the Cookie, activate the Cookie, diminish the attack of Promethean Princess, because what else am I gonna do? I probably didn't even mean to do that. Either way, use both of these monsters, go into Verte, activate the Verte, pay the 2 racks, send the branded fusion, and time out. We got him, boys. We got him. We got him, boys. We got him. We got him crazy. Yes, it was. They had a infinite impermanence, but bro played so much during his turn, our turn, that eventually he had to time out. I honestly did not think that was the case. I didn't think it was timing out. But we go Verte. We try to make our fusion plays there, and then we play however we play. But literally, one due to the time limit. I don't think we could have won this. Even if I do. Let me see. Promethean Princess, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, if Verte goes through without the infinite impermanence, we do have really good plays. We do have really good plays because I still get to, you know, during their turn. Well, no, I would use the Promethean Princess as a material to make. No, we leave Promethean Princess on the field. We use one of the level 2 synchro monsters to make Mirror Jade. We could have had a blast. The duel could have went on, but either way, they lost the time. So let's continue. Oh, yes. Here we are for replay number what? I don't know, like 5 or something? I think so. Now, I think this is pure yummy, but I play it with board breakers and hand traps. Here they're going to activate the Mitsurugi prayers, right? Activate the Mitsurugi Habakiri. I'm going to speed this up because you know how this is going to go. Get yourself the Mitsurugi Ritual, send 2 cards to the yard, get Marakumo out here, activate the 2 cards, recycle the Ritual spell, bring back the Serpent, activate the Rituals to Habakiri, special summon Habakiri, activate Habakiri, add the trap to the hand, and of course, normal summon the Ice. Normal summon the Ice. Oh no, never mind, it was Node. Well, normal summon the Node, that's 2 level 4s going to Dual Drive, activate the Dual Drive, get yourself a sword, get yourself a sword and an EXT, right? Sword activate, get yourself a copy of the Star, EXT special summon, use both of these, go into Detonator, Star detach from Detonator. Detonator attach before you do that, now you start. Yeah, Star detach, activate the Star, get the field spell, which is gone after 3 days from now or something. Either way, they have it. There goes the Riceo Crows. Now they're going to use both of these monsters here. And Exceed summon into who? Eclipse Ring. Eclipse Ring, activate the cross, recycle 2 to draw 1 because of course, end phase. So we have the trap, Omni Negate, we have Marakumo, which is essentially a negate or hand rip. Pop 2, which could turn into pop 4 or 5. Field spell, monster negate, whatever they have in the hand, right? And of course, I have 2 freaking immobilizers in the hand, engage. And on top of all of that, your favorite card that just got limited to 1, but is limited to 2 in this duel, Maximum de la Siege. Yes, I had to go through this. Activate the engage. They're going to activate the Great Purification. Send Habakiri to the graveyard. Negate and pop this thing. Get it out. But this thing basically, yeah. We get to activate another one, which we have another one. So Habakiri get the prayers to the hand. They're not going to need that, but maybe they will. Special summon Habakiri. We're going to activate the second copy of the engage. Marakumo is going to activate here. Did I decide to send to the graveyard? Yep, we decided to send the cookie to the yard because we have 2 yummies already in the hand. Get myself the drone, right? We get to activate the drone here. Set the striker. Now, if you're wondering, but for any case or any reason as to why I decided to send a yummy card to the graveyard and just give the token, well, I'm giving him more options to pop. What do I mean by that? You either pop this or I go full combo. It's really that simple. And if I go Cupsy and you decide to pop Cupsy, I bounce over the field and I special summon Cookie back out here, going to Yachi, get field spell. We have plays. So here they're gonna draw 1. I completely forgot we were on the Maxi for a second, as we're gonna go into Kaigari. Yeah, we took the challenge. Go Kaigari, activate Kaigari. This is probably the worst thing you could do under the Maxi, but it is what it is. He's gonna pop Kaigari here. I'm gonna activate Droplet, send Kaigari to the graveyard so that I could negate the Detonator. Get that thing on my face, no poppage. No poppage. Stop that Kaigari. Oh, he's gonna negate that Kaigari with the field spell by detaching a material here. I'm gonna go Marshmallow, special summon it, Marshmallow, link off into you know who, your favorite rapper, Little Yachty. Little Yachty's on the field. Activate the Snatchy. Get yourself the field spell, special summon back the Marshmallow. Normal summon Cupsy, activate Cupsy. Of course, by now he has an Ash. Rub them feet on the cup, Sad Times in the Kingdom. You got feet tea right now. Either way, use both of these right here. We're gonna, you know how this goes. Level 2 Synchro, we're gonna go into the Cupsy. I might have been trying to deck him out, but not really. Cupsy, get myself a Lollipop, get myself another Cookie. We're gonna send the Lollipop, special summon the Cookie, use the Cookie and link up into who? You know who it is. Little Boat. Snatch you onto the field. Use both of these, Snatchy and another one. You know how they go, probably Lollipop. It makes sense, go Lollipop, yup. Activate the pop, special summon the 1 and the 2. Where we go from here? Battle phase, slap over the Detonator, get it out of here, can't slap over anything else. Use both of these. This deck desperately, you know what Yummy needs? Pure Yummy. No wonder people play with Mitsurugi. deck desperately needs a way of getting rid of bodies. Yeah, you could flip people like a pancake. You could pop one with Cookie, but that's only if you summon with the effect of a Synchro, but that's only one card. This deck desperate. I mean, you have the field spell too, I guess. I don't freaking know. I want to blow up a field. Either way, we go SP the Little Knight. The biggest threat on the field is the Marakumo right now, because we can't get rid of this. Why would we do that, right? Get that thing out of here, and then we're going to use both of these monsters. I was cooking, going to the elf. Oh, wow, muy bien. Activate the elf. I know why I did this. Special summon the lollipop and face. The reason why I went to SP Little Knight is because, well, for two different reasons. Yeah, we got rid of Marakumo, but also now with elf, I can bring back the SP so we get extra disruption. My plan was to time him out, because essentially they have 9 cards. It's either that or deck him out if I can. Ice Rise Seal, we're going to activate the lollipop. If you're wondering why, it's because he had another Max C. So there goes Max C, 9 cards in the hand, in the deck. I'm like, I can definitely special summon 9 times. That's not a problem. That ain't a problem. Special summon Little Yari onto the field, special summon the Cookie. Right, they're going to draw 1, special summon the Node, activate Snatchy here, activate Cookie so we could pop the Node. Then we're going to activate Elf to bring back the SP the Littlest Knight. He has a finger. SP the Littlest Knight gets hit with the finger. We're going to activate the cutscene response. I probably had like 2 seconds on the timer. I was probably low on time by now. I had to be. Either way, special summon the 1 and the 2. He's going to draw another card. They go 6. Now, chat was telling me, because this was during the stream, well, they didn't tell me. I was focusing the duel, but they said I should not search a card here because he could draw himself. And that was smart of chat, but not smart of me, because I wasn't thinking about that. Pop the Node, like I said. We're going to recycle the exchange field spell, activate Cupsy, and this is where I messed up. I drew into evenly match out of all cards, and now he could draw himself while he only has 6 cards. Sad times in the kingdom. Either way, bro, draw himself. But you know how crazy it is that we're doing this? He's going to activate the prayers. I'm going to activate the Snatchy. Bro had to draw himself, maxi me twice, full right seal Mitsurugi board, and we're still in this. We go Cookie here. Maxi doesn't get to draw anything, especially summon Mikoto. Mikoto gonna recycle that Marakumo. We're gonna flip both of these level 4 like a pancake so he doesn't get to exceed. And then we're gonna pop the field spell so they don't get to negate. And bro decided to what? I just took off my, I'm too excited. I took off my freaking happy. A rock. What? Dwayne De La Johnson with a full hand, full field, wipe it all away. Wipe it all away. Everything is gone. The biggest rock you've ever seen in your life. I think it's fat. We popped the field spell like I said. Don't flip anything. Recycle the Marakumo. The crazy thing is that this thing is beefy. You already activated prayers. Where is your ritual spell? Your ritual spell is in the yard, and if I remember correctly, you already activated this thing's effect. How do you special summon Marakumo back out here? Eclipse Twin activate. Recycle the 2. We're going to activate our field spell to special summon because one of our cards left. Right? Special summon the Lollipop. Again, bro's going to special summon Detonator, attach a card to that thing. Yup. Attach the Serpent. That's 2 pops. Summon the Ice. Send the Trap. The Trap is going to activate a special summon Marakumo. Get this thing out of here to go battle phase. He can't attack over his own token. Set 3 back row, and he has to get rid of 3 cards. We just survived that. We literally survived. I mean, to his own accord, honestly, by his own rock. Now, the crazy thing here is, I was like, okay, he could pop this. But then I read for a second, because I'm not a real Yu-Gi-Oh player. Real Yu-Gi-Oh player don't read. But this thing says when your opponent activates a card or effect. I ain't got nothing to activate, boy. I ain't got nothing to activate. I can activate the finger, but we go battle phase. Target they have a Kiri. They're gonna activate the prayers, dodge that, pay the 800 life points, which puts you closer to me killing you, or YouTube can't say that. Ending you or whatever. Get yourself Mikoto onto the field. Activate the Mikoto. Recycle the prayers. I'm just gonna change my target for lethal damage. Slap your rock, and you don't even have the decency. Or was it time? Which one was it? No, yeah, you just don't have the decency to take lethal damage After you max seed me, first of all, we went second. You had full right seal board. Max seed me again. Drawed yourself. Hit me with a rock. I played to your whole board, and you still didn't have the decency to stay here and take this lethal damage. Absolutely dookie. Let's continue. You ain't gonna tell me that wasn't no cinema. You ain't gonna tell me that wasn't absolutely cinema. Either way, we're going second again. Hand traps and board breakers plus a starter. They're gonna activate the prayers here, get themselves the Habakiri. I mean, these are the decks I'm playing against. If you see a lot of it, it's what it is. Special summon Saji, right? Saji activate. We're gonna ash that thing. Of course, he has a finger. That thing might as well be limited to 3. Either way, Mitsurugi Ritual doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense. You know what I meant. Either way, have a Kiri on the field. Serpent, Mikoto, add back. Serpent onto the field. What else? Activate the rituals and have a Kiri, special summon Akuma. Search with Habakiri, special summon Habakiri after you get another prayer to the hand. Normal summon a what do you call it again? The Fualos, the Mocharmi. And of course, it's the Ratio Dual Drive. They already have the field spell, right? Activate the drive, get themselves the sword and something else, which is gonna be the start. Why not EXT? Either way, right seal, a sword. Okay, there we go. Get the EXT onto the fields and the twins. Use both of these, going to Dugaris. Activate Dugaris, draw 2, of course. This is one of the most heinous things I've ever seen in my life. Your board is so good that you literally Dugaris don't care about your next draw, whatever, because your board doesn't get broken. And you could just draw into more hand traps on top of everything. This is absolutely nuts. Either way, activate the field, recycle 2, draw 1, right? Then turn the Dugaris into a Utopic Ray Lancer. A special summon, activate the start special summon, set the plugins in the back. That's your plug. Normal summon or special summon the node. I forget how they do that. It's probably a special summon. Use both of these. Going to the detonator. Detonator probably go Eclipse Twin to itself. Yep, there it goes. That's the one. Set another back and then turn. Now this board is absolutely redonkulous. This is absolutely stupid. Now there's one flaw to this board. That's all I have to show you. This thing, bro, is so confident in his board. He sent his Omni Negate to the graveyard. Let's play the game. Draw phase, standby phase. No, battle phase. I have an evenly match. We have to be even. He's gonna activate my Akuma in response to that. Activate the trap that should have been on the field to special summon or recycle a freaking serpent. Because there's nothing else bro could have summoned. Well, actually, no, he did something kind of smart. He special summoned the serpent. I don't remember exactly how it went, but my point is, you send your Omni Negate to the graveyard. Now you gotta deal with this evenly match. So yeah, special summon the serpent. Oh, okay. I remember now. So the trap you special summon, but then you have to tribute one monster. So he tributed the detonator because that's gonna trigger Eclipse Twin to bring back the detonator, right? So he doesn't lose exactly everything. So here we're gonna send a card to the graveyard in response to that. The full board is gone. What happened? Where'd they go? Where did all your stuff go? All your big board is gone. It's absolutely garbage. Either way, Eclipse Twin gets to come out here. I told you, ball breakers and hand traps. Bring back the detonator. I mean, it's his fault for not setting his Omni Negate. Either way, detonator summon, activate, set the attach the Eclipse Twin once again. Activate the triple tactic trust. Activate the drop play. Negate the detonator, which is all they have on the field. Detonator gonna activate itself to pop himself. And I'm like, okay, I don't think that works that way. I think he was trying to bring it back. Yeah, we don't get to negate anything. Thrust still gonna get to, okay. No, bro was smart. He still gets to activate. Basically, whatever I search for the thrust, which would have been like a branded fusion or something, if this is the branded fusion one, or whatever normal spell. Now I wouldn't be able to activate that I set. So I'm pretty sure he was banking on that, so that way he could activate the cross, recycle 2 and draw 1. I only have 1 card, unfortunately for him. Is the 1 card starter. Summon the cookie, show him the way to the diabetes, and your turn. We're not even end your duel. And all of that. We boiled the egg. I don't know what joke chat made during the time, but look at that thing. Boiled eggs got completely cooked. Completely cooked. And the only reason why that even happened was because you didn't set a trap. Bro gonna have PTSD about that. He gonna set that trap all day, every day that he plays this game. Let's continue. All right, familia, here we are for replay number something. And we are going second. This is the third, fourth deck of the day, which is Mitsurugi Ritual. I mean, they can Mitsurugi Ritual. Mitsurugi, the Megalith Mitsurugi. So here they're gonna activate Rahu. We're gonna throw out the Fu Follows. They're gonna hit that thing with the Ash de la Blossoms, luckily for us, for the first time in a long time. My maximum siege goes through. Now the main problem with that is that, of course, it's again the one deck that doesn't care about that thing. It doesn't care about that thing at all. So Rahu gonna send 2, which is Femina, and the Ergula, send 3. Plus the Haunted Mansion, La Belle. So here they're gonna go Italian. We're gonna join to Mitama. He's gonna recycle Ash and Bell. Activate the Ergula, activate Femina. So they get to set 2 as Spell and Trap. They're gonna go Flames. And then you have a normal summon. So you go Ketu. Italian again, recycle Ash and freaking Bell. That's absolutely insanity. Ketu gets to activate, get themselves the Lucius to the hand. Normal summon the Lucius, probably search my Lulu here. Yep, you know how that goes. He could make the full play. No, Brand Diffusion. He already has that thing in there. Send the Flux or send the Full of Alvas. Right, they're gonna go into Sanctifier Dragon. We get to draw one more for that. Froxel. Get themselves a Horn in the back. Activate Ergula. We're gonna activate the Mansion of the Hunter. I have Bells. Negate that thing. Stop it. You're in my mansion. I have Bells. Stop that. So that thing is negated. So we basically prevented him from getting one trap. At least. Oh no, we prevented you from getting Femina. Now this is how good it feels to play against this deck when they don't have Femina in the hand. That's all I'm gonna say. So either way, we join 2 Full Follows. I throw out the Full Follows. This dude was absolutely nuts. As we're gonna activate the female track here. Of course, he's gonna flame the heck out of that thing. Flame it. Sad times in the kingdom, but it is what it is. We don't really care. They add the Fluxo back to the deck, draw 1. We already only have 3 cards against 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Already. We normal summon Aramasa here. Activate Aramasa. We're gonna search Habakiri. We're gonna activate Habakiri, hoping they don't have an Ash. They don't. We're gonna let Habakiri onto the field. Now look at how I was very smart about this. I special summon Saji, and then I send Aramasa to the graveyard because it was in attack position. So that way I'm playing around the Horn. The only thing I couldn't play around was the Ash that they had recycled. So we gotta stop right here. I'm gonna activate the Megalith on form, so I could Ritual Summon. So here we're gonna use Habakiri as material to Ritual Summon into our level 4. Bring it out here one time for the one time, the Haggith. Bring the Haggith out here. We got 2 level 4s on the field. That thing gets negated at times in the kingdom. I activate the Haggith and then I activate Habakiri. So here's a big problem, right? There goes the Bell. So Habakiri cannot search for anything because we're getting belled, but Haggith gets to search for something. So you see, this deck is absolutely nuts, bro. I'm already at the expense of everything. They're gonna activate the Sanctifier Dragon, and this guy is an amazing player. Well, I just didn't see anybody else do this besides him. So he's gonna special summon the Ash Blossom in attack position, special summon the Fallen of Alvas, right? Bell is gonna negate Habakiri. And here we're gonna search for a copy of Megalith Anastasis. He's going to activate the Fallen of Alvas, send the Lucius to the graveyard. And then he's going to activate Horn. Because both of my monsters are in defense position, he activates Horn, which means he gets to add this Ash Blossom back to the hand for the 3rd time and draw 1 card. People are nuts. How did I even win this duel? I'm the GOAT, that's why. Recycle, draw 1 once again. Again, use my Saji and the Fallen of Alvas to go into a copy of Sanctifier Dragon. I get to draw 1 for that, we draw into an Ash. Too late. Either way, they're gonna send my Lulu, use both for these. Going to Mirror Jade, the whatever dragon. And here I join to Cobra the Grave. Now mind you, I drew 2 cards. I just want you to, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to this. I drew 2 cards. and they did not matter. I drew into a Call by the Grave and an Ash Blossom. I already had this in the hand. I just want you to pay attention to that. As I activate Anastasis, right, we're going to activate that thing's effects and the Ash Blossom to the graveyard. He's going to activate the Mirror Jade to banish my Haggith. What? Yes. Now, mind you, this is really smart because essentially Haggith can activate its effect so that I can ritual summon by its effect a card onto the field. So he's basically getting my way of ritual summon out of here. Very smart on my opponent. But I'm smarter. As I'm going to get myself the Megalith full, I'm going to get myself an Aratron. Aratron going to activate. This is why I love playing this deck. Send me Tama to the graveyard as material so that I can ritual summon my full. Bring that full in attack position. Activate Anastasis here. Activate the full. You know what happens? You know what happens? Activate Mitama. Boom. Before it even happens. This man prevented me from searching my ritual spell 2 or 3 times. And now, at this stage in the game, after playing through his whole board, we search for Mitsurugi Ritual. Stop playing with me. We're going to get ourselves the Harakiri back to the hand. Anastasis is going to draw 2, get rid of 1. We get rid of a card. And now we have Cross Out Designator. Mind you, we threw out the Ash and we still have the Call by the Grave that are the cards that we drew. The rest of is part of our combo. Activate the Ritual here. Right? Send 2 cards to the yard. Oh, as we're going to go into Habakiri. Bring it out here. We're going to activate Kasanagi, right? Activate the Serpent. You know how this goes. Bring the Serpent back onto the field. Bring it out here. I need that. We're going to add back the Mitsurugi Ritual. Activate the Mitsurugi Ritual. Send Habakiri to the graveyard because we've never tributed. We tributed Mitama, but not Habakiri. Get Marakumo onto the field. Activate Marakumo. Boom! Get it all out of here. They activate Mirror J. Activate Marakumo responds to that. You gotta get rid of a card. He's gonna get rid of the Ash that he recycled for the 3rd time. Right? Get that thing out of here. Activate the Fool. We're gonna banish a level 4 Serpent so I can ritual summon into another level 4, which is going to be the Alfile. Activate the Alfile. Now you're probably wondering, dude, are you absolutely nuts? Why would you not call by the grave the Ice Jade? Because I was so confident that I was going to get lethal damage, I did not want to use the cards that we drew so I could show you that we didn't need them. As I'm going to get the Northra here, activate the Northra just for the fun of it, activate Asophile, send both of these cards to the graveyard as ritual material so that I can special summon my Omninegate. And why did I do this now with the Plura? Because I sent 2 monsters to the graveyard, activate Marakumo. I knew Artalia was going to try and make it out of here. You're in jail! You broke the law! Stop it! Negate it. You're not coming out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Boom. Activate. Get myself the prayers to the hand. Special summon it back. Special summon Raccoon back onto the field. Oh my gosh. Dude. We're 600 damage off from lethal damage. What are we going to do? We can't summon anymore. Shut your mouth, Timmy. Activate the prayers. Pay the 800. Special summon. Habakiri. Oh my gosh. Habakiri can attack. We still don't have lethal damage. Shut your mouth, Timmy. I told you. Use both of these monsters here. Bring the moon out because it's dark outside. Oh my god, I was cooking crazy. Moon onto the field. You know who that is. That's actually a Requiem. Get the Requiem out of here. Special summon Engraver. Boom. Attach the Requiem to that thing. And that's lethal. Freaking damage. Boom. 24. 32. 37. Didn't even use the call by. Didn't use the cross out. Play with me, chat. Comment section, family, gang, whatever you want to be called. Stop playing with me. We did Dirty Dan dirty. We did Dirty Dan dirty. Alright, I have 2 more replays, but I'm gonna leave it at this because the video is gonna be a little long. I have to edit this and have it out for you by tonight. And the 2 other replays, they're not that great. They're actually a little crazy, but they're not that crazy. This was the craziest replay I had for you. And yeah, let's go back to the deck list. All right, so this is one of the decks. I'm just gonna show them to you real quick. It's the first one I showed you. Just take a quick snapshot or whatever. Look at it, pause the video, because I'm now gonna break them down. This is the branded Yomi deck that I've been playing. If you want to try it, that was a part of the replays as well. This thing is tough. Just be careful because you could lock yourself into. You have to know how to play branded and where the locks are and know the extra shenanigans. You have to be very careful when you play this deck. But when you learn how to play it and you know the ins and outs, the deck goes crazy. Other than that, Yomi Mitsu. Yo, I don't think I played this version. I don't know, but there it is. If you want to copy it or something, whatever. And then the other one would be this one. This is the Megalith deck that you saw at the end, which I already made a video on. So yeah. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, again, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know if you made it this far and enjoyed the replays. That would make me very happy. And yeah, we're gonna stream tomorrow. Try and hit rated duels before the thing ends. If it ends tomorrow, then I probably won't be able to do it. But we're gonna stream until we make it to rated duels, no matter what time it is. So continue having a great day, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.